Hi, I'm Tom, and in this tutorial for Bonsai BIM I will show you how to create an array such as this fence with planks. I recently read a LinkedIn post by Petru Konduraru about arrays which are IFC compliant, but I never heard of them previously. So I went ahead and searched Building Smart Data Dictionary and found out that IfcArray element does not exist. So then I opened up the best native IFC modeling tool, Bonsai BIM, and looked at the possibilities. I found out that it is possible to create IFC compliant parametric array using the IfcRelDefinesByProperties option. I will show you in this video how to create such an array. So here I've got my demonstration start file where I've got 2 columns, 2 guardrails, and 1 plank, where I will want to create an array of planks which will be along the guardrails. So first I will measure the space between the 2 columns, so I will fire up my measure tool, click here, drag up to here, so I know it's 3.9 meters. And I also know that the width of the plank is 0.1 meter, and I will want to have 0.1 meters between each of the planks. So these are the basic dimensions. So I will switch back to the Explore tool, and now I will select the plank which is correctly placed, and I will go to the Geometry and Materials tab. Here I will go to the parametric geometry part, and I will open up array. You can see that no array is created, and when I want to create an array out of this plank, I will click this plus and the array is created. But it's simple, there's just one item. So I want to edit the array, and to enter the edit mode I will click this pencil. And now the edit mode is open, and here I can set up my array. So first, it's important, you've got 2 options of methods. Offset, which means you will set up the distance between each of the planks, or distribute, which you will set up the distance between the first one and the last one. So let's say I would want to distribute through to 3.9 meters, and I would want to place 10. Here I have the count of the array, 10 planks, and to see the result I will click this checkbox, and it creates 10 planks at the distance of 3.9 meters, so you can see that it's more than I want to have. But I can still edit the array because it's parametric, so I will click the pencil again, and instead of distribute I will tell offset, and I will leave the count to 10, and the distance I will type in 0.2 because it's the distance between the middles of the plank. So I know the plank is 0.1 meters wide, and I want to have 0.1 between each plank. So now if I click check, you can see that the planks are nicely placed. So I know that with this distance I will need 19 planks, and I will hit checkbox, and you can see that the basic array is created, and it's parametric. I can still go back to the first plank. If I select the first plank again, I could edit the array. You can see that each of the planks is an individual object, but they are still related to the original plank. Now let me show you another options that we have in editing arrays. You can assign X, Y, and Z distances. So if I edit 0.4 to the Y distance, the array would be like so. So in the Y it will be 0.4 with each step. So this is not really what I want. Yep, so we will return to this a bit later. So now I will return to the original one. I will show you what this copy array does. So if I check this, okay, and I would want to create the array with the same distances. Let's say from this column, I would select the column, I would create a new array, I would edit the array, and I would copy the array. So I would click this teardrop and copy the array options from this one, and you can see that the options were inserted from the one I copied. Of course, this does not work. So to delete the array, I just click this remove array button. So let's now take the relationships between the original object and the arrayed objects. You can see that I have this plank, and it's this IFC type. It's P01. So if I select the type, and let me first show you that none of these planks has any property set, only the Blender BIM array property set, which was created automatically, but there are no other property sets. But now, of course, if I change the type and I would add a property set, so let me create a manufacturer type information. So I will select it from the drop down, and I'm editing the type, and I create the property set, and I create the manufacturer SPB production, and this property is fine for me. And now if I look at the instances, so of course this first one has the property set assigned, but of course all of the others are the same type, so they have got this same property set assigned. So this is the type property set, which changes according to how I change the type. But now if I create a property set for, let's say, this second plank, and it will be instance, just for the instance. So here, instead of, I will, let's say, choose pset railing common, create it, and I will check that it's external, and again, that's enough for me. So this is the pset railing common for this plank, but you can see that this other one, it doesn't have the pset, or the first one, it doesn't have the property set. So basically, each of the plank can be its own instance in some ways. You can also see I have prepared a second plank type, the P02, and if I select this plank, the instance, and I change the type, so I will click again this enable editing type, and instead of this P1 I will select P2 and type this check. You can see that one of the objects in the array is different. So this is a possibility, but probably what you want to do usually is have all of the properties have the same as the original, the first plank. So how can we achieve this? We achieve this by editing the array, and to edit the array I will select the first plank and go to again the materials and geometry and go to the editing of the array, and I will check this sync children. Once I check this and hit this checkbox, all of the objects are synced at that point. So here you can see that the one was synced, it's the same type, and this one does not have the instance property set that I created previously. but you can still see that now if I again change this one to P02, I could still change this one. So the sync array only works only works when you have this checked, when you basically resave the array. So you have to be careful about that one. It's not synced all the time. So let's say I wanted to change the type of the plank of the whole array to the P02. So I will select the first plank and I will go to the object properties and change the type. So again, I will click the pencil, change the type to P02. Now only the first one is changed, but now I will go to the geometry and materials, go to the edit of the array and then only check it, and it updates all of the instances of the array. So this is how you create an IFC array in Bonsai BIM, and let's take a look at how these objects look like in an IFC viewer. So this is how the fence looks like in an IFC viewer, and you can see that I've got this first plank here and it's of the railing type P02, and you can see that it has got this Blender BIM array property set with the data and the parent information. That's the first one. So this is basically the data of the array from what I understand. And these other planks from the second one, they have got only information about the parent plank, and the information about the array is basically a property of this first plank. So this is, from my understanding, how the array works and why it's IFC compliant, because the information is contained in the IFC. I checked this simple array and it's quite robust. It's displayed correctly in BIM Vision, in Open IFC Viewer, in Xerokit, or also in Autodesk's IFC Viewer. If you would like to explore the file that I created in this tutorial, you can download it for free. The link is in the description box below. So, this is how you create an IFC compliant array in Bonsai BIM. If you like using Bonsai, consider supporting the project by donating to it. The link to the donate page is in the description box below. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.